This video will describe how to create buttons for phones, but not just to set individual buttons. There's an easier way to go about that. Once you've logged into the portal and click on the inventory option, you can see all of your phones from the phone hardware tab. The easiest way to build buttons for phones, generally speaking, is to create a template first so that you can apply that to all the phones on the programmable button positions uh, all at one time instead of having to go through each individual phone and build buttons, especially if you've got, quite a few phones. That could be a very tedious process to do that one by one, position by position. But today we're going to outline in this video how to utilize the Snap Builder built within the platform to go ahead and just create a template that you can apply across the board to all of your phones. So once you've clicked on the phone hardware tab, to go ahead and create a template, we're going to click on the MAC address of one of the devices there. And then once it loads here, we will wait for it to load here. And then you just simply click on the option that says, and we want to go ahead and add or edit a template configuration. As you can see in the background, there is already just a general template. I'm going to go ahead and just make a custom template here. I generally label my templates with the name of the client. In this case, I'm going to label it the client's name here. And then in the description, I tend to create a description showing that it's for a T29G. In this case, put the model of the phone because there are different models, and different phones sometimes are intermixed within an organization. This makes it easier to find a template for that phone. Also, some of our customers tend to have one custom on maybe one office, and then they have another template on another office. So you can, kind of put that in there. So when you go to look at the templates later, if you need to add or remove something from the template, it's easy to find there. So then once you've labeled it, how you want it labeled, and put a description in there and selected the model. In this case, we're using a T29. So we selected that and we go ahead and click add. And then we now have a blank template. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put the line appearance option on button 1. What that will do is allow the extension to show in the upper left hand corner on that button position assigned to this user's phone. And then we want to put a option to be able to quickly park a call. So we're going to go ahead and choose the call park option, or sorry, the DTMF option. And then we're going to put in our string, which is 3 stars. And then we're going to give it a label, and we'll call it call park. And then we're going to do a option to retrieve a parked call on button 6. We're going to call it, the option we choose is going to be call park. And our first park position is extension 601. So we type in 601, it finds the extension as we've labeled it. And then we'll go ahead and put a custom label on it that says park 601. And then we'll do the same thing for button 7. We're just going to choose call park for the option. And instead of 601, we're going to choose 602. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll go ahead and label it park 602. Once we've done this, we go ahead and save. And we've created our custom template. We're going to go back to inventory, click our phone hardware, and now we want to apply it. So let's go ahead and select the T29s. And now that we have the T29 selected, we're going to go ahead and apply the template that we just created. So yours won't show as many options as mine because I see multiple customers. You guys will just see your own group. but you may have multiple templates within your group, so you will need to remember what you named yours. In this case, I call this one Dale's Toe. There it is. Click on it, highlight it, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply and resync. When I apply and resync, it will automatically push those new buttons out to the phone. It takes about a minute if that phone is online. In this case, the phones, as you can see to the right here, or sorry, to the left, we see that they're not registered. If they were registered, this area would have a green circle and a white check mark showing they were registered, and when you click save and resync, it would automatically dynamically push that template to those phones and they would update within about a minute. If for some reason they're not updating dynamically, you can always manually reboot the phone, and when it reboots, it should retrieve that new configuration and show those new custom buttons in the positions where you set that. So that is, in a nutshell, how to build a template and apply the template to the selected devices. So if you have a question about did that template actually apply, let's just go verify. Let's click on the MAC address of one of these T29s. In this case, we're going to click extension 1002. And there we see we gave the button 1 a line appearance. It has dynamically updated to the extension that matches his phone. There's our call park with the DTMF string to park the call. And we see button position 6 created the park 601 feature to pull the call that would be parked on 601. And then we have call park 602 on button 7 as we set in the template. So in fact, the template did apply to the phones. So we now know 100% that that did apply. And you know, if you hit save and resync, by the time you went back to verify, you should see those buttons also populating on the display of the phone. Thank you for watching this video.